So, have you ever noticed how some hobbies just seem, well, almost automatically linked to a specific gender?
Oh, definitely. Like there's this unwritten rule, sometimes quite written, about who should be doing what.
Exactly. And today we're doing a deep dive into a really fascinating story from Japan. It's all about the surprising journey of girls and women getting into radio-controlled RC racing and hobbies.
Yeah, it's quite a shift when you look back.
Our mission here is to kind of unpack how female participation went from, almost unthinkable to actually pretty normalized today.
Mhm.
We'll look at roughly 3 historical phases, and they overlap a bit, but they share some incredible cultural changes.
Sounds good. Where do we start?
Okay, let's start right at the beginning. The hobby's origins in Japan. We're talking 1970, the Kyosho DHS-1 comes out.
Right.
And the guy who developed it, Nayufuko Atsuki, apparently used parts from his own Honda Cub motorcycle.
Yeah, that really tells you something, doesn't it? That mechanical, hands-on origin.
So how ingrained was the idea culturally that this wasn't for girls or women back then?
Oh, incredibly ingrained. What's fascinating is how quickly the hobby got tied up with professional auto racing.
Like the real deal.
Exactly. Replica Porsche 917 bodies, events at Fuji Speedway. And Japanese society then, was heavily influenced by the Rusai Kembo ideal, good wife, wise mother.
Okay.
Which basically meant pretty separate spheres for men and women, so mechanical, competitive stuff like RC cars. It was almost culturally unimaginable for women.
So their role was more observational.
Pretty much. You often saw race queens at motorsports events. That was sort of the accepted female role.
Right. Quite a leap from race queen to racer. So Tamiya enters in 76 with their Porsche 934. Did they shake things up gender-wise?
Well, not directly. Tamiya's big push, what really kicked off the boom, was their first in quality around the world slogan.
The detail.
Yeah, meticulous detail, engineering focus. It wasn't explicitly saying men only, but it absolutely targeted that same male audience interested in technical skill.
So still very much a boys' club at that point. Okay, so that's the foundation. But then things start to shift, right? Mid-'80s onwards. Tamiya's Mini 4WD line from 82 seems key.
That's where it gets really interesting, yes.
Yeah.
The Mini 4WDs were revolutionary because they were affordable, snap-together kits. Suddenly, it wasn't just for serious hobbyists.
Accessible to kids.
Exactly. Accessible to almost every child.
Yeah.
And if you connect that wider reach with what was happening in popular media, that's the catalyst.
Ah, the media influence, like anime and manga.
Precisely. You had Dash, Yankuro from 87 to 92. It featured Rinko Sumeragi, a really skilled female racer nicknamed the Chick.
Okay, a prominent female character.
A competent female
Yeah.
character. And then Bakushi Keri Let's and Go from 94 to 99. Kept it going with characters like Jun Sagami and Marino Gami.
So millions of kids are watching these shows.
And seeing girls race alongside boys, being good at it, it starts to normalize the whole idea, Makes it seem possible, even cool.
That makes sense for changing perceptions, but did it translate into the real world? Was there something more tangible happening?
Absolutely. You can't ignore the Tamiya RC Car Grand Prix TV show. It ran for ages, 1984 to 1999.
Wow, 15 years.
And crucially, it consistently featured popular female hosts and reporters. Noriko Hidaka, for instance, a really famous voice actress.
So not just eye candy, but an authoritative voice.
Exactly. Her presence, week after week, was this visible, authoritative female face for the hobby. It sent a strong message. Women belong here, in the real world of RC, not just in cartoons.
That's a really powerful combination, accessible products and visible role models. So, fast forward a bit, what's the result today? We hear about RC Joshi, RC girls.
Yes, that term emerged. And you started seeing dedicated girls' class races. Tamiya's Joshi Grand Prix, Kyosho's JKB class, things like that became pretty common.
Which sounds like a great way to get started, provide a welcoming space.
It definitely lowers the barrier to entry, creates a community.
But it does raise that idea you mentioned, accepted segregation. Is it truly inclusion if there are separate classes? What are your thoughts?
It's a really important point. These classes are fantastic stepping stones. They build confidence. But the ultimate aim has to be full integration, right?
Sure.
And we are seeing racers push past that. Look at Nana Kayo, a sponsor driver. She got 5th and 6th at the 2022 JMRCA All Japan Champs. That's a top-level national event, open class.
Competing with everyone?
Competing with the best. And there's Nen Ito, a high schooler featured on TV, practicing like crazy 6 days a week sometimes. She's showing incredible skill at the highest levels.
So the talent is definitely breaking through. And it's not just about pure racing speed either, is it? This Deco 4WD thing.
Right. Deco 4WD shifts the focus. It's less about raw speed and more about aesthetic customization, creativity, personalization.
Like Camille's Concours d'Elegance contests.
Exactly like that.
Yeah.
It creates this whole other pathway into the hobby, often driven by women, that's maybe less intimidating or just different from the traditional racing scene.
So if we kind of summarize this whole journey, it seems like RC became an interest for girls maybe late 80s?
Yeah, sparked by media.
Then maybe a family activity in the 90s with mini 4WDs.
Brothers and sisters playing together.
And then really emerging as a distinct competitive pursuit for women from the 2000s onwards.
I think that's a pretty good timeline. And it raises a key question, doesn't it? While basic social acceptance is there now, no one's shocked to see a girl with an RC car.
Right.
Is there full integration into that traditional performance-focused core of the hobby? That's maybe still ongoing.
Yeah.
What's really clear, though, is women aren't just joining the hobby. They're actively diversifying it, reshaping it with things like Deco 4WD.
That's fascinating. It really makes you think, doesn't it? What other hobbies out there, maybe ones have gone through similar kinds of transformations in recent decades?